And welcome everyone to a Katz chat here for the Missouri Valley Conference. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Bradley head coach Brian Wardle. Brian, 9-5 in the Valley as we are talking here. Um, a little bit of a hiccup this last week or so, but you guys are right there to get a top four seed in Arch Madness in a few weeks' time. Um, where do you assess, or how do you assess where this team is at for the stretch run?
Yeah, we obviously lost a couple close ones this past week, and really with our team, it's about consistency defensively. When we are locked in defensively and playing at a high level, we can beat anyone. And we've started slow the last few games in the first half. We haven't defended very well in one of the two halves, and we got to tighten that up. And it's a lot of mental mistakes, but it's also just talking a little bit more, a little extra effort here and there, being a little smarter on personnel. And that's what it takes to win league titles and win Arch Madness. We've done it. We know it's the details. It's the little tiny edge you get with your scouting report, that 4 to 8 point to 10 point advantage you get it with your cheat sheet on a scouting report that you got to execute. And we haven't done that real well in the last week, so we got to get back to that. But this team, very connected, great group of men. I love coaching them. Fun guys. We enjoy each other. So it's just a matter of tightening some things up on the court and getting better a little bit and definitely in the defensive area.
What is it about the culture you've built, the program you've built, that when I talk to your peers in this league, they know that Bradley is going to be there in the end? May not win the league in the regular season, but no one's going to want to play you in St. Louis. Why is that?
Well, I think they know we're a competitive group. We've built a program. We have an identity. We usually defend and rebound at a pretty high level. This year, we've been up and down, to be honest with you. Offensively, we've been very good. Defensively, we've been up and down. I think we're top four still, but you got to be that one or two, in my opinion. It's going to come down to can you get stops in March when you're playing back-to-back games after a long grinding season. And we've been able to do that. But culture, it's funny, it's what people see, hear, and feel when you're around your program, and it takes years to develop it. It's a foundation. It's just really the expectations as soon as you walk in the office. And we obviously have programs with great cultures. Drake, Darren's done a great job. You got Jake, who's done obviously a great job at UNI. And you see a lot of really good young new coaches in our league doing a good job. But it takes years. It's expectations. It's the non-negotiables. They know when they walk in, here's the work ethic, here's what's expected of us, and we got to do it consistently every day and have great habits. And but it takes time, and uh, when you have culture, your upperclassmen pass it along to the younger guys, and we've had that over the years, and I think that's huge.
There's no question if any of the top three or four teams get in the NCAA tournament, I think all of them could win a game or two. It's getting across that threshold. It's trying to convince the committee through the metrics and everything that there should be at least two bids.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the top of this league and how competitive they are and the talent that's there, how much do you think that that group of teams potentially could win a game or two in March Madness?
Well, we know we can because we beat some teams in the non-conference like that. Um, no doubt Indiana State and Drake can. They're very good. I mean, Josh done a great job. Indiana State's super talented. They can score on anybody. Um, Drake and Tucker and Brody are just a problem, and their experience, and they know how to win too, and they have a winning culture too. So there's no doubt I feel Valley could represent in the NCAA tournament. It's hard. Scheduling's hard for us. It's very difficult. I mean, you got to look at our program. I lost three players to the portal after a championship year, and teams didn't want to really play us because we had just won the Valley and coming off back to 20 plus win seasons back to back and so forth. So it's difficult for our league. I think we're still trying to figure out how do we schedule the best for our league in the non-conference so that we can get some quad 1 and 2 games in our league. And we have this year. I know Indiana State's quad 1 is at Bradley, and Drake's just got a big win at our place. So that gives them some good numbers. But if we could get 4 or 5 teams like that, I think that would be huge. But anyone that wins Arch Madness is going to go, I think, have success in the tournament this year. I do believe that.
There's been so many players from the Valley that have had success in the Big Ten this season.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're looking at grad transfers. I'm just curious overall how you feel like it, if that's what happens, okay, versus they've played their 4 seasons, uh, they've graduated, and now they've got this one extra. Go try to play at a higher level, a higher, more popular league, if you will, whatever. How do you feel if it's like that versus being poached, after freshman year, sophomore year, or something like that?
It's times have changed. It's a different environment. It just is what it is. So you got to adapt to it and you got to enjoy it. I'm very happy for Rink Mass. I mean, Rink's had a great year. It's been fun to watch. I've been cheering him on. I've been texting him. Couldn't be happier. Rink played here, like you're saying, Andy, 4 years, graduated, gave me 4 years, was loyal to me, worked his butt off, got better every year. And now you see him improve again. And so that's for a coach, there's not a better feeling. I always try to tell kids, give me at least 2 years. Give me 2 years so that you can really get to know me, my staff in this program, and see your development, and then decide what you feel like. And I've always said that even before the portal. But I think if kids give a program 2 years, they're recruited there for a reason. They're recruited at that level for a reason, and hopefully they see it. But I am happy for some guys and what they've been able to do, because they've had success at one school and they've brought success to another. I think Rink is a winner, and he's brought winning intangibles to Nebraska. Some things he's learned here, some things he already had, and that's fun to see as a coach. So it's hard though if your freshmen are leaving you or your sophomores, like you're saying. You'd like to keep them at least for 3-4 years and develop them and win big with them before they entertain anything else. But that's just not going to be the case probably moving forward.
All right, last thing, as you said, a couple of tough, tight losses. What must you tweak in this week ahead?
Got to start faster. We got to cut back our fouling. Like, it's funny you asked this, Andy, because we just met and I did this whole present showing of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Super Bowl win and what they went through in the regular season. They had to tighten some things up like Bradley does. And then we've been here 19-20. We didn't win the league, but everybody knew we could win. If we were healthy, we could have won the regular season. And we had to tighten some things up. We had to come together in some areas. We had to cut back on fouling. This year is big. We got to start faster defensively each half for us. I think that's a big first 4 minutes of each half defensively. We got to be a little better with this team. And execution out of timeouts with this group too. So it's a little different than last year because we're a little younger and we have new personnel, but we kind of have 2, 3 areas, 4 areas that we got to tighten up these next 3 weeks to have a chance, we feel, in Arch Madness. And we just watched the Chiefs do it and make that run. And I told the team there's no doubt we could do it if we improve here.
All right, similar colors, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time, Brian.
No, absolutely. Thanks, Andy. Always.